Guys, this is Tarot with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and today I am doing my June faves. Woo! It's summertime. School's out for summer. So actually, I should say that my very first fave is summer. Yeah, I don't have to go back to school, go back to work until August 14th. So yeah, this is probably my fave of all the faves is summertime. No work at school. I'm just doing my readings, which is so fun. So I have a lot of stuff to show you guys because once school was out, I mean, there was just a lot. So I'm gonna go quickly because there is a lot here. So let's start off with some flippy floppies. Some sandals and some flip-flops. Well, these were in the kids department at Target, and these were like the extra large kids, and that just so happens to fit a size 8 foot, which is me. So I got some really cute like flamingos. I got some cool like jelly shoes, and yeah, my feet are so happy because, you know, it's like I was born to wear flip-flops or go barefoot. And that's just me. And I went to the San Diego County Fair actually quite a few times this year. It went from like, it was actually I think like a whole month, maybe a little bit more than a month, and it always ends on the 4th of July. And so my dude and I went several times because we had one of the passes where we can go back a lot, and we made sure that we went a few times to kind of get our money's worth out of the passes. And one of the times that we went with one of our friends, actually a couple of our friends, and they were giving out free engagement rings because there was actually somebody getting married at the fair, which that's interesting. And these were the engagement rings. Like, how fun is that? So I was walking around, I was like telling the dude, I'm like, look, this is my engagement ring. Somebody's gonna have to marry me now. So yeah, I got me a little engagement ring. And then I got these little like felt like flowers, and I got these from a lady on the East Coast. She makes these felt flowers. She also makes these like little felt balls, which I got quite a few for Wally and Loki because they like felt. They like things that, have that felt to them. So I didn't give them all of the balls at once. I'm going to let them tear through like one or two of them, and then, I'll kind of dole out the other ones. So yeah, they really like the little felt balls. I got a like one, it was like a moon and a few stars, and I was thinking of making it into a mobile. Was that it? Oh, and there was like a couple other things I got from them, but I really liked these little flowers because I'm like, well, I could make them into earrings. I could turn it into a necklace, like a little felt necklace. And the dude is like, why would you make a cat toy necklace? I'm like, it's not cat toys, it's flowers. He's like, it's cat toys. And he's like, just give it to the kitties. I'm like, no, this is for me. They already have little like toys to play with that I bought them. So I've been using these in my crystal grids. I've been using them in spells. So yeah, I really like these. And let's talk snacks. I like snacks. I like seaweed. I like seaweed snacks of all kinds. And actually, it's been a pretty seaweedy month in June and now going into July. But one of my fave seaweed snacks is just kind of like the regular seaweed snacks, but this one is Maui onion. It's like flavored seaweed. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so delicious. I like that it's a little, it's like a little snack on the go. And maybe you're not a seaweedy person, in which case, skip ahead. But if you are, yes. And this one's actually the kind that you use to like make your California rolls and your sushi and things like that. But I just like to eat seaweed. If you had some like rice laying around, you could just like roll it in some rice, or if you had some like chicken or something, you could just roll it in. Oh my gosh, so I love this. I also got some of this crispy seaweed layered with almonds. Oh, it's so delicious. I was actually just eating this in last Saturday's live chat. And then I also have this one. It's like a fruit roll up, but it's seaweed, and it's just like a crunchy roll. but it is so spicy, it like gets me right in the nostrils, but it's like I can't stop like eating it, because even though like I feel like my face is on fire, it's so good. Ooh, and I want to go into things that I have been using with my roses, because I was so happy. You know, I was waiting for school to get out so that I could focus on the projects I wanted to make with my roses. I still have one other rose project I want to make, and I'll probably do that in like my July faves. But one of them, I was super stoked. You know, I made my rose candles. This one's been burned already. I've been using it for healing, so it's like a little charred right now, but this has been really good for healing meditations and things that I've been doing for friends and loved ones. And these are some pretty freaking powerful candles. I only made 2, and I gave one to my bestie out in Orange County, you know, to use with her family and her daughters who are going through a rough time right now. So yeah, I was really proud of myself for making like a candle that works, and it's awesome, and it smells like roses, and it's great. The other rose project is steeping right now. But I use sunflower oil. I have my roses, my white and my red roses in here. And I also have some rose hips in here. And what this is going to be is eventually I'm going to turn this into a salve. It's going to be a beauty salve. So it's going to be for like blemishes and scars, and basically clearing up the face and making your face, you know, nice and healthy. And so I'm going to be adding some, you know, other things like, you know, vitamin E oil and things like that. But yeah, this is gonna steep for quite some time. I like my stuff like for making my salves. Usually people are like, oh, just let it, you know, do its thing for like a couple of weeks. I was like, nah, we let this stuff sit for months, get it really like into the oil, and then you know, and then I get to make my salve. So I'm super excited to see how this is gonna turn out. And then also, I'm not one to like buy purses. I don't remember when's the last time, except for right now, that I bought a purse. Usually people just like gift me purses like once in a while, like, oh, you know, I have a little extra like sports bag that I got, you know, as a gift with like makeup or something like that. So I get like people's like kind of like little like free gifts or something, you know. So I've never really like bought, I don't think I've ever really bought a purse for myself. I mean, I bought a work purse for myself, you know, that I know is gonna get beat up and tore up, and so I make sure it's a nice cheap purse. But I actually bought a purse, and I got a purse that looks like Loki. So this is so cute, and it's like nice and big on the inside. I mean, it's got my stuff in there, but you can fit quite a bit in here. And this is by Hillstar. You can see the label in there. But yeah, you can fit a lot in here. I like purses that fit a lot so that I could put decks of cards along with my wallet and other essentials and everything. So yay for the Loki purse. And then I do have to talk about, there was a sale at Costco where they had the big ball jar containers, and I was super excited because I've been wanting to put my herbs into glass containers. They were in other glass containers, but there were some that I had a lot of herbs and I needed some bigger containers. So check these out. I got a few of it came in a set of 3. It was a large, medium, and small, and I got a few sets of those. So yeah, it's these massive containers. This one actually has my yarrow in it, so I'm super excited. There's the medium one. This one has my horehound in it, so that I can make my magical teas, so that I can do my, you know, my salves, so I can use it in ritual. Like what? Mojo bags, like making like special incense. This one actually is my echinacea, and this one's really good for tea. It tastes so good. Ooh, and let's get into crystals. There was 2 crystals that I was really loving in June. One of them I got at the gem fair. One of them I got for my birthday from the dude. My birthday was on the 10th. And one of those crystals is flower quartz. It's got chalcopyrite and iron and some other stuff going on in there. And it's, oh, and there's some calcite in the back. And this is just, this is awesome for meditation. And I did a crystal grid with this. Woo! Like the energy from that was like instant in this house. Like seriously, it was like an abundance grid that I did. And let's just say we had some good fortune here at the house. So yeah, this has been this has been great. I've been loving working with this crystal here. And then this one, it's an amethyst cactus quartz that I got from the dude for my birthday. And yeah, well, it's like kind of druzy-ish, but yeah, I love this. And then let's talk stuffies. So the dude's always buying me like stuffed animals and stuff because who doesn't like cute stuffed animals? They're squishy, they have happy little faces. I actually have something that's called like the Stuffy Crew, and the Stuffy Crew like comes with me when I'm on my way to work or like I'm going on a long trip. And that's like my floppy horse. One of them is a dinosaur. Floppy horse is a horse, by the way. My dinosaur's name is Oliver. One of them is a really soft teddy bear, and his name is Jules because I got him in Julian. And so that's like my little crew, like that comes with me like everywhere. Well, the dude ended up buying himself a stuffy, and he got himself a lobster. This is Larry. He's like, "What's up? I'm a lobster. Please don't eat me." But yeah, the dude, he loves lobsters. Like that's his thing. He's got lobster shirts. He used to have like a little stuffed lobster that he had on his dashboard in his old Mustang back when we were in college. And every time we'd make turns, like the lobster would like slide across the dash and we'd be like, but yeah, I've gotten him like lobster hot plate. He's got like lobster tongs. He's got like lobster cookware. Yeah, he's Mr. Lobster. So we have Larry here, and my dude is obsessed with Jellycat, and Jellycat just makes the cutest, softest, like little kids stuffed animals, and we like them. So he was like, "I like him. He looks derpy." So he's like, "I'm Larry." And then I got two other ones. These ones are not Jellycat, but we did get them at, there's like this new little like Asian store in our local mall. And so these ones, I think this, let's see, who are they? These are Miniso Life. So Miniso Life. So I got two elephants. So this is Willie. Little Willie here. He's so squishy and so soft. And then we have Fast Eddie. So this is Eddie. He's like pretty floppy. Brian's like, he's kind of derpy too. So yeah, I got my two little elephants. And then I got a Mondo stuffy for my birthday. You guys, meet Mr. Diego. So yeah, Mr. Diego and we become pals. I give him a big hug every morning, and we're like, it's gonna be a good day, and no matter what kind of day, because the sun is shining and it's today. That's why today is gonna be a good day. It's because it's today. So yes, I have Mr. Diego. And oh my gosh, how could I mention faves without mentioning my boys, Loki and Wally? They have been getting along so much better. Like before, like we always just keep one out, and you know, and then they get minor time together because they were having a hard time, you know, adjusting to one another more. Wally was having a hard time adjusting that there was a cat in the house because Wally was not brought up with cats. Like his mother died in childbirth, you know, so when he was born, he's been hand raised since the day he was born by people. So he's always just been around people. And yes, he was with his brother or his sister and his brothers, you know, when he was, you know, going to get adopted, but that's like a brief like few weeks of his life, you know, that he was actually around other cats. And so he doesn't really have cat-like behaviors because some of those behaviors are taught. Some things, of course, you know, are innate in him because he is a cat, but he was having a hard time, you know, having a cat in the house. And Loki is very much cat-like, although he is like a little weird and he's kind of like his own person as well. You know, and I would say there's a lot of things about Loki that aren't cat-like, but it's because he's a panther. But Wally and Loki, for the first time, they are starting to get along. I am so happy. It makes my heart so happy to see them. Like, I came downstairs one day and they were, I mean, they were sleeping next to each other, albeit like 2 feet apart, but they were next to each other and they weren't killing each other. I was like, oh, and they never really like fought and killed each other. It was more, Loki would try to wrestle Wally, and Wally thinks that he's being murdered, so he like screams for his life, and he doesn't know what to do, whereas Loki wants to wrestle because that's what cats do, and Wally's not used to that. And then Wally would go up to Loki and be like, I hate your face, and he'd just like slap him in the face, which he still kind of does, but I mean, nobody uses claws at all, which is grateful. But yeah, they're getting along, and you know, it's nice. I'm making this video and I don't have to have one of them locked up. Like, they're just roaming around and sort of being together. So I'm so happy the boys are getting along. Okay, and I can't have a faves without mentioning you guys. You guys are my faves. I know that sounds cheesy, but I like hanging with you guys. That's why I do Saturday live chats, because that's a chance for me to like, you know, talk to you guys, because, you know, there are people that leave comments and, you know, and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it's kind of cool to actually like converse with you guys and like say like, how was your week? And, you know, things that you guys want to see me do on my channel, and just be like, what up, homie? So yeah, you guys are my faves. All right, lastly, the moment you've been waiting for, decks. I'm looking at the pile below me. There's a lot of decks. Let's go quickly. So these decks are a mixture of new and not so new, because things don't have to be super new to be a fave. Like some of the things that I was showing you, not super new. Some of those aren't really like new at all, but you know, they're faves. I liked them in the month of June. So the first one is the Magical Herb Oracle by Sherilyn Darcy and illustrated by Dear Dandy. And actually, I was just using this yesterday because my dude's father's cat is not doing so well, and I was kind of using this deck to communicate with the cat. That's a whole story. I'll probably talk about that on next week's live chat, because I started to talk about it during this past Saturday live chat, so I will mention it. But what I like about this deck is that it doesn't just have the herb here, you know, and the name actually really small down here. It has, you know, a keyword, and then in kind of white layers behind it, there is an image that goes along with the herb, which is kind of cool. So yeah, I really like the Magical Herb Oracle. And then Rachel Logan's Cat Tarot 78 card deck. I have another one, which is the Cat Tarot. And then I have the Weird Cat Tarot, and okay, I got a lot of cat tarots. I got the Considerate Cat Tarot. But anyway, I actually just did a review of this, but I think by the time this video comes up, you won't see the review until Sunday. But yeah, this one I've actually been using for travel because it's nice and small. These are the backs, and I actually just put it in like a little, one of those like little velveteen bags or whatever. But yeah, this is super cute. I love the quirky artwork. I'm thinking of getting some more art from Rachel Logan. She does have a Instagram, which is at, let me see if I can find her name for you guys. Oh, here it is. So it's RACHILLU.com is her website, but it's also RACHILLU, you know, for her Instagram. So it'd be at Rachilu. And I busted out my Saki Tarot, which, by the way, I love these bags. I get them from a shop called My Grandmother's Hands on Etsy. And I think I've mentioned, I don't know how many times I've mentioned that shop, that I love it. But these are the backs. I just really felt like I needed the energy of the Saki Tarot as soon as summer began in June. Always gives such accurate readings, quirky readings, which I dig. Very, like, sometimes really uncanny readings too, but I love me the Saki. And then in this purple bag, I keep my Otherkin tarot. So yes, I ended up getting the Otherkin because I do have the Lion Strider tarot. I do have oh, what is it? The Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle by C.L.O. Thompson. So I was like, of course I'm gonna get the Otherkin because I am in love with the artwork. So yeah, this has been a fave. I've loved just like shuffling the heck out of this, and I actually riffle shuffle this one. And I don't usually riffle shuffle, but I just like get down with this deck. And then there's a shop on Etsy called Freya's Daughter, and I actually got the Floating Pixie Tarot. So what she did was, oh, and the artist and everything, her name is Wilma van den Boomen, and she is Freya's daughter. And she took images, free images of the Rider-Waite-Smith that are online. If this camera bumps, it's because Loki's walking by. Big Loki tail. Loki, are you the fave? Or is Wally the fave? So they're both the fave. There are no favorites. You are my boys. Wally, I'm looking at you. Loki, I'm looking at you. Anyway, so she got the free images of the Rider-Waite-Smith online, and then she did like her own colorization using, you know, Photoshop. And hold on, let me take out the other cards. But here are the backs of the cards, and there's like a little floating pixie in each card. But I just love the colors because that's the colors of my soul. Again, this one's like a linen cardstock, so if you wanted to riffle shuffle the heck out of this thing, like you could. I really like how it reads, and I don't know, it's like summertime to me, so yeah. And of course, here is the Weird Cat Tarot by Gabrielle Cash. So yes, this one, like I said, I'm all about the cat tarots and the cat oracles. Look at those edges and look at the back. Again, I stalk her as well on Instagram. I love me to stalk tarot and oracle artists as well as other artists that don't do tarot and oracle, but you know, I love her artwork. Again, very, this is, okay, these weird cats, these are my cats. I'm sorry, I have a panther and a puma, and one of them, I don't really know what he's doing right now. I think he's trying to climb things that probably cannot support his weight. Oh, look, he's back there. So there's my weird kitty. And one that I've had for quite some time is the Lunar Nomad Oracle, and I just really felt like busting it out. Actually, I busted it out for a reading that I just did as well, one of my mediumship readings. But yeah, I don't know, I like how, I've mentioned this before, I like ridiculously small and ridiculously large decks. Like, that's just me. It's Loki. And you know who I'm staring at right now? Loki. Oh look, it's the dude. So yeah, I just really like the collage. Like, I'm kind of a collage art type person, but there's a particular type of collage art that I like. I don't like all types. But yeah, I like using this, you know, as Lenormand. I don't really use it as just like Oracle, actually. It's more Lenormand for me. So yeah. And then another one that is not new, again, you know, because not everything has to be new to be a fave, right? Because then that's like wasteful. But I have the Intuitive Oracle by Heather Hops. And this one is so cute. Like, I just got finished talking about things that are ridiculously small and ridiculously large. So I'm sorry, this is the Inner Compass Oracle. I was looking at the website, but it's Intuitive Art. So it's not the Intuitive Oracle, it's the Inner Compass Oracle. But here are the backs. And here these are. And actually, I liked, since they're small and I can just hold them in my hand, or I can put them in my pouch pocket of like my hoodie, I take these out with me when I take Wally for a walk. You know, I take Wally for a walk in the morning and I take him for a walk in the evening. He's actually like really wild after he goes for a walk with me, and he's just walking in the front and backyard with me, and he has a little harness that he wears, so you know, he's actually like on a leash. And he really loves it. Every time I bring out his little harness, he runs right over so I could put it on him and we can go outside. And you know, I just kind of bust these out and I have a little bit of tea and I hang out with my little Puma. So yeah. And then these two, they're not really oracle or tarot. They're affirmation cards, but you can use them as oracle. And it's these two. And the artist or the creator is Angie B. Hotz. So AngieBeeHotz.com is her website, but she also has an Etsy shop, and these are like motivation decks. So one of them is like the sweary motivation. Is it this one? Yeah, this one's the sweary motivation deck, and this one is like the fitness motivation deck, because you know I'm like all about fitness. And so yeah, I really like these. They're fun and quirky. I mix them with my tarot and oracle cards for like my cards of the day, but it's just some wonderful stock images with some nice little motivating messages. This one's the sweary deck, I think. Yes. But you know, I kind of like that, you know, because I like the rebel deck, and this is like a ginormous rebel deck kind of. So yeah, I like this a lot. And this one's the fitness motivation. I think this one is like the non-sweary motivation, or maybe the other one was the fitness motivation, but it was like the sweary one, and this one is the non-sweary. Like there's like some people are offended by some swear words, so there are like non-sweary decks that you can buy from her. This is just done on like photo paper, so it's really soft and floppy, which is why I'm like not really gonna like shuffle them. I just kind of like pick a card, you know, of the day. But yeah, I like the images, and I just like her messages. And the last deck for the last of my faves. Woo! We've been on here for like half an hour. And that's Tori Hartman's Chakra Wisdom Tarot. So she did an oracle deck. You know, it was like a chakra oracle deck. And this one is interesting. Jennifer Ball asked me, you know, how I was getting along with this, because she works a lot with chakra, and this is a really unique view of like the chakras. Like some of the chakras, like I don't necessarily like to me it doesn't really correspond to certain cards in the deck, but you know, like everybody has their own style and their own way of like making connections. However, it has changed how I see some of the cards. So like, let's say the High Priestess. Normally when I think like High Priestess, and I think like somebody who's into the spirituality and metaphysics and, you know, the study of that, I'm always thinking, you know, going into like third eye, crown, and star chakras. So I'm thinking higher chakras. But here it's colored yellow, which would mean like your solar plexus. And so then I'm like, okay, so maybe it's talking about when you're diving into your spirituality and metaphysical, you know, learnings, like maybe this is a way of tapping into your interpersonal power, you know. So it's a unique view, and I like it. The art, I mean, it's cool. I wouldn't say it's like my top tier of like awesome digital manipulation, but I do like that it's unique when it comes to chakras, and I think I do need to make a review video on this, as I think I haven't done that yet. All right, so that's it, you guys. That's it for my June Faves 2019. Woo! We made it. We made it to the end. If you made it with me, you get a gold star. All right, so yeah, let me know if you have any comments or questions about the faves. Usually I like creating faves to kind of show off like, hey, this is what I'm using. I'm curious to know, what are you guys using? So you can put that in the comment section down below. I like watching other people's faves, because then it gives me ideas on like how to repurpose things that I already have. You know, I do think that sometimes we get into a mindset of like spend, but I am a very thrifty person. I like to, well, obviously a lot of the stuff I have is gifted to me, actually. So I like to like repurpose my things. I like to make things. You know, I'm a big like thrift store person, and finding like treasures in the thrift store, especially candles. Yes. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think. And if you dug this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. And if you want to catch a reading from me, head over to www.kittensweightsandtarot.com, where you can also pre-order my Wally's World Oracle, which I just got word from the printer today, which is July 8th, that the Wally's World will be shipping out this week, which means in about a month or so it's gonna make it to me, and then I could start putting out the pre-orders. I'm so excited. But it's limited to 500, so there's already some of those that, you know, of the 500 that are going to be sent out. So once they're gone, they're gone. So make sure you guys jump on that. And then, yeah, don't forget to join my Patreon at patreon.com/kittensweights-and-tarot. I have a lot of different goodies for you guys there. I have monthly crystal grids, weekly readings, mediumship live chats, healing live chats, like a what's up live chat. We have tarot spreads and all kinds of goodies. And it's all for as little as $1 a month. If you want to support what I do here and you just want to, you know, support like, you know, small business, independent peoples and all of that. So yeah, I will catch you spiritual homies next month in next month's faves, well, which is this month, July faves, but you know. And of course I make other videos too, but as far as faves go, I won't see you till next month. All right, so I will catch you spiritual homies later. All right, peace, love, and chicken grease.